Welcome back, Hononegah Honors, Algebra 2. Second day on 13.4 on hyperbolas. So yesterday, or the previous day, we did a lot of stuff on hyperbolas, and we did one equation or one in which you had to write the equation, given some information. So today, we're going to emphasize that just a little bit more. So writing the equation of a hyperbola. I'm going to make a little sketch first because I need to know whether or not this hyperbola goes up and down or left and right. So -8, 8, and -8, 0 are my vertice points. So I know now that this hyperbola goes up and down. And the center then is the halfway point in between. So we're at -8, 4. So it's a y comes first because it's an up and down hyperbola. So that's what I know so far. Next, it's going to give me the foci points at -8, 9, and -8, -1. So now I know that the distance from, or the C value, is 5. So the C value would have to be 5 to get from -8, 4, the center, to -8, -9. Now remember, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. And I guess I probably should have, under the Y is going to be a 4 squared because it went up and down 4 to get to the vertice points. So with that being said, 25, that's C squared, A squared, B squared. So I know that B squared is 9 based on that information. So there's a lot of things that you had to get from this, working the problem backwards. Again, sketch. +8, -2. So +8, -2 is a vertice point. -2, -2 is a vertice point. So the center in between those two would be at 3, -2. So there's the center of my hyperbola. I also know that it goes left and right because of the vertices. So we're talking about x minus 3 quantity squared, y plus 2 quantity squared equals 1. So it's a left and right hyperbola with a center at 3, -2. Now the foci, pretty far out. And by the way, the distance then is 5. So under the x would be a 25. Now, the two foci points, 16, -2. That's an awful long way, but that means the C value is 13. So to go all the way from the center to the foci is C, and so C is 13. So I know that C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So C squared in this case is 144. Last one, I'm given vertices at 5, 7. So 5, 7, and 5, -1. So again, finding the center between 5, 7 and 5, -1 would be the 5, 3. And it's an up and down hyperbola. So y would come first in order to make this an up and down hyperbola. Next, foci at 5, 5, 8. So now, from 5, 3 to 5, 7, this distance is 4, so under y is 16. And my C value is 5. So now, C squared C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So B squared would equal 9. So that concludes writing the equation based on information. You have a second day of worksheets on hyperbola. If you have any questions, please make sure that you talk to your teacher, and good luck.